namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for this yoga class. My name is Alana, and today I'm going to be taking you through a third eye or Ajna Chakra sequence. So we're going to start with a little bit of meditation before we move through into our yoga. So the third eye chakra, if you are unfamiliar, the color that is linked to it is a deep indigo purple, so it's a really dark purple. And our third eye chakra is linked to inner realms, it's linked to spaces in your higher consciousness, your intuition, and it also has some psychological significance as well. So today we're going to be working on balancing that so that you can take it into all different areas of your life, clear up your relationship and your connection with your intuition, and start listening to it a little bit more, hopefully. So let's start by finding somewhere that's nice and comfortable to sit for you. Something that works for your knees, your lower back, and your hips, just while we do our meditation. Closing your eyes here, taking a nice deep breath in, and exhale, let it go. Landing here on the mat. All that matters is this moment. Take a nice deep breath in. Starting to slow down the inhales and exhales. As you breathe in, breathing in fresh nutrients for your body, mind, and soul. And as you exhale, releasing any toxins, any blockages in your body, in your mind, and your soul that you've been holding on to that are no longer serving you. So learn to enjoy the letting go as much as you enjoy the receiving. As you breathe nice and deep, imagine an indigo ball of energy right in the center between your eyes. And as you breathe in a fresh, cleansing white light, that light moves into that third eye space, circles around that ball of energy, and takes with it anything that is no longer for you. Nice deep breath in. I'm going to read you some affirmations now, and it's up to you, whatever feels good, to either repeat them in your mind or repeat them out loud, whatever feels good today. I am wise, intuitive, and connected to my inner guidance. I am wise, intuitive, and connected to my inner guidance. I seek to understand and learn from my life experiences. I seek to understand and learn from my life experiences. I am the wisdom of the universe. I am the wisdom of the universe. I open myself to new energy and experience. I open myself to new energy and experience. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Sigh it out. And when you're ready, softly blinking your eyes open. We're going to start with some breath before we move. So this breath, Kapalabhati, if you haven't tried it before, it's called forehead shining breath. It's really good for your third eye, great for your third eye chakra. So if you can, sitting on the floor, your legs don't have to be crossed, they could be like in a diamond in front of you, or sitting on your heels. Just get comfortable. We're only going to be here for a few moments. So Kapalabhati, I'm going to give you an example first. You take a nice deep breath in. Feel the belly expand. And then as you breathe out, it's a sharp exhale, like so you're quickly exhaling out your nose, but your body is naturally just taking the inhale. So we're going to do that just for 10 rounds, okay? Take a nice deep breath in. Feel the belly expand. And let's go. That was 10, so that's not so bad, is it? Let's do one more. Take a nice deep breath in. Some classes incorporate that for a much longer period of time, but we're just going to do a short introduction to that breathing technique today, and we're going to move into our movement. So let's start in child's pose. Taking the knees nice and wide, feet are underneath the hips. You can slowly fold down, walking your hands out in front of you as slowly as you need to. Feeling a nice extension in the spine as you stretch the arms out in front of you. You can maybe bring them up onto fingertips, like making a little tent with your hands. Bringing the third eye down to the mat and maybe just rocking it side to side gently. Creating a little bit of awakening, a little bit of sensation there. And then when you're ready, slowly walking the hands back in, we're going to come up to our first tabletop. Taking the hands underneath the shoulders, knees are underneath the hips, toes can either just be tucked or down on the mat, relaxed. Slowly walking the arms out in front of you, this time stretching the chest down towards the mat. Allowing it to relax down, seeing how far you can go. You might just be here and that's totally fine. If you feel like you can take it deeper and it feels good to open through the chest, and maybe take the third eye down to the mat again here in your puppy pose, then that is cool too. Feeling the nice opening through the chest here. Opening through the shoulders and the armpits. And then as you inhale, just slowly walking the hands back in towards center. From here, tucking the toes, we're going to push the hips all the way up so that we're in our first downward facing dog here. Take a nice deep breath in, straightening one leg and bending the other, creating that nice opening for the hamstring, and switch legs. Remembering to breathe here. Switch legs again. We're going to do that one more on each side. Last switch. And from here, either straightening the legs if that feels good, or you can keep them bent. As long as your torso is really nice and stretched and the hips are reaching up towards the ceiling, doesn't really matter if your legs are straight or bent. Whatever feels good for you today. Now as you inhale, taking the weight into the left foot, the right foot comes up, paints the wall behind you. Exhale, drawing it in just behind the hands. We're going to take one step up with the back foot and move into our pyramid pose. So straightening both of the legs if you can. If not, and it feels good to have a little bend, that's totally fine as well. But if you can straighten your legs, this is your pyramid pose. Take a nice inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale, see where the forehead goes on that front leg. It may not touch the front leg, and that's totally fine. You may just be here, feeling that stretch and opening in the hamstrings. Try to pull the right hip back a bit so that the hips are squared. And if you are feeling that openness in the hamstring and you feel like you can fold over that front leg, I welcome you to do so. Planting the left hand next to your right foot, taking a little bit of an opening, drawing the right hand up into a little pyramid twist. Just here for a moment, take a deep breath in, exhale, hand comes down to the mat. Now stepping onto that front foot, we're going to come to our forward fold. Take a halfway lift inhale to lengthen, and then exhale, folding forward over your legs. Again, you can bend into them as much as you like here. You don't have to keep them straight. Whatever feels good for you and whatever helps you get your belly on top of the thighs. This time when you breathe in, lengthening the spine, pressing all the way to standing, arms reach up overhead, and exhale, back to your forward fold. This time taking the hands either side of the left foot. The right foot is going to step back just a few feet so that we're in our pyramid pose on the opposite side. So bending into the front knee as much as you need to if you like, or if it feels good, straightening both of those legs. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folding forward over that front leg, drawing yourself in closer to it if you can. Here for a couple of breaths, breathing in and exhale. With each inhale, lengthen, and each exhale, go deeper. Feel the opening. Now from here, the hands are in front of that front foot. The back foot is going to step all the way back. The feet will meet so that we're in downward facing dog once again. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale, bringing the knees down to the mat. We're going to take an inhale here. The left arm comes up. We're moving into our thread the needle pose. So the left arm threads under the belly, under that right arm. Maybe the right arm stays here up on the fingertips, or maybe it comes behind the back. Whatever feels good. Take a nice deep breath here. And exhale, pressing yourself back up. Left arm reaches up. And back to your tabletop position. Now let's move into the other side. Inhale, right arm reaches up. And exhale, threading that arm underneath. Maybe taking the left fingertips overhead or behind the back if that's what you did on the other side too. Remembering to breathe here. And then when you're ready, left arm presses you back up, right arm opens up, and back to our tabletop position. Now from here, we're going to move into plank, and then slowly lower yourself all the way down to your mat. Taking the hands either side of the shoulders, we're going to push up into Cobra. A little bit of a back bend, keeping the elbows bent here, but just waking up that lower spine. Maybe doing a little twist side to side. That feels good for me sometimes. And then as you exhale, releasing all the way down to your mat. This time I want you to cactus your arm. I'm going to show you on this side first so that hopefully you can see. Cactus your left arm here, and then almost turning yourself back over that arm creates a really nice opening in the shoulders and chest. So keeping that arm on the ground and then twisting back onto it. Just to wherever feels comfortable for you. Taking a nice deep breath here. It's very intense stretch. Two more breaths here. And when you're ready, just coming back to center, we're going to move into the other side. So cactusing that arm, slowly pushing yourself back over that arm. Just feeling the opening through the chest and shoulder. Breathing here, don't forget to breathe. One more nice deep breath here. And then exhale, release. We're going to roll onto our back. So just take your time to get there. And then we're going to do thread the needle with our legs. So bringing the left ankle up onto the right knee. Right foot is kind of as close to your glutes as you can get it. And then on the inhale, hugging that knee nice and close, making sure that your left foot is flexed so that you protect that left knee, and just hugging in the right knee as much as you can, taking it as deep as you would like to today, and really feeling that opening through our left hip. Might feel more comfortable to take your hands under the leg, just on the back of the thigh, so if that feels good for you, feel free to adjust. And then closing your eyes here and just seeing how much you can relax into this stretch, the sound of your breath, the sound of my voice guiding you. All right, we're going to release that right foot down and taking the left leg this time straight. So taking your hands wherever feels good along that leg and just giving it, drawing it into you, giving it a little bit more of a hamstring stretch. So take a nice deep breath. Might feel better to have the right leg straight. Whatever is feeling good for you today, we'll just be here for a moment. And exhale, release. So let's switch legs. Right ankle comes up on the left knee, flexing those toes in that foot just to protect the knee, and then drawing it in when you're ready. Closing your eyes here, seeing if you can relax into this. Your mat and the ground beneath you, supporting you. You are supported here. Breathing deep into that right hip as it opens. Maybe drawing it in a little closer, hugging it a little tighter if you can feel it shifting and opening. Listening to the sound of your inhales and exhales. And then we're going to drop that left foot down to our mat, straighten the right leg and taking hold of it either at the ankle, behind the calf, behind the hamstring. Straightening it out and just giving it a bit of a hamstring and deeper into the hip. Flexing the toes back towards your face here. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale. Just here for one more breath. And release it down. Moving into our last pose, Savasana. So relaxing the legs and feet out. Hands are spread out, facing up, open to receiving. Feeling supported. Relaxing to the sound of your breath. As it guides you deeper into relaxation. Taking a moment just to feel how different you feel now compared to when you first sat on your mat. And then when you're ready, softly waking up the fingers and toes, ankles and wrists, and softly blinking your eyes open. When you're ready, just making your way as slowly as you need to up to a nice comfortable seat. Wow, my hair got a little bit crazy there. Hands come to heart center. Thank you so much for joining me for this class. I really hope that you enjoyed it and you're feeling good. This is the 6th class in my chakra balancing series, so feel free to check out any of the others if you're feeling like you'd like some balance in other areas of your energy. And please like and subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this video, because I've got lots more yoga classes coming your way. Thank you again. Namaste.